Beautiful afternoon on the LMU campus for today's soccer match between the Eagles of Carson-Newman College and the Lady Rail Splitters from Lincoln Memorial University. Hello, everybody. I'm Rusty Peace, live from the LMU Soccer Complex. And LMU takes on Carson-Newman today in South Atlantic Conference play. Proves to be an interesting matchup. The Lady Rail Splitters are looking to extend a two-match win streak in today's match with the Eagles as LMU captured a 2-0 victory over Trevecca Nazarene in their last home appearance. That was here in Harrogate, Tennessee, before heading to Brevard, North Carolina last weekend and coming away with a 3-0 win over the Tornadoes. Defensively, the Lady Rail Splitters have posted 5 clean slates this season. LMU is currently leading the South Atlantic Conference in 4 different offensive categories and sitting atop the conference rankings in shots with 170, goals scored at 19, shots per match at 18.9, and shots on goal at 78. The Eagles are riding a 2-match losing streak in Harrogate into this week's Harrogate match as they dropped a 2-0 decision to Young Harris on October 2nd before falling 3-2 to Lenore Ryan in Jefferson City, Tennessee this past weekend. In looking at the SAC standings, you've got Lincoln Memorial right now, according to the SAC website, in the top spot, and that is due to the fact that they have more league victories than anybody else. They're 4-1. Lenore Ryan still stands as one of 3 unbeaten teams in league play. They do, however, have a tie in the outside category, along with 2 ties for Tusculum and Anderson University, now 1-0-4. How'd you like to be in a Trojan uniform this week? Let's take a look at the starting lineups for today's match. We'll go to those a little bit early today. For the Eagles of Carson-Newman, under the direction of head coach Richard Moody, it looks like this. Tarna McKenna at the goalkeeper position in the net, 5'6", a senior out of Lisburn, Northern Ireland. At defender, it'll be Raquel Pimentel, a 5'3" senior from Newport Richey, Florida. Gabrielle Geneselli will start at the midfield forward position, 5'4", and a freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee. Bailey Wilson starts at midfield, 5'5", and a junior out of Morristown. Michaela Gregg will start at midfield, a sophomore, 5'6", from Newport, Tennessee. Sydney Edwards at the forward, midfield, defender position. Sounds like she does it all. 5'7", and a sophomore out of Knoxville. Dana Stringle starts at forward, 5'7", a senior from Woodstock, Ontario, Canada. At the defensive mid position, it'll be Liz Munguia, a 5'6" senior from Wilmington, North Carolina. Elisa Lane starts at defender, 5'6", and a freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee. Alex Pinger at defensive mid, 5'5", and a junior out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. And Chelsea Jordan starts at midfield, a 5'7" freshman out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Again, the Eagles come into today's match 2-4-2 overall, 1-2-1 in South Atlantic Conference play. Couple of players to listen for and watch today. Well, that's going to be Sydney Edwards, Michaela Gregg, Gabrielle Geneselli, and Dana Stringle. Keep those names in mind as they will be some of the go-to players for the Eagles of Carson-Newman this afternoon. Lady Rail Splitter starting lineup today looks like this. Kayla Stevens will be in the net at goalkeeper, 5'11", and a sophomore from Keller, Texas. Lauren Dusold at defensive mid, 5'6", and a sophomore from Loveland, Ohio. Krista Holka starts at defense, 5'7", a sophomore out of Harrison Township. That is in Michigan. She'll wear jersey number 4. Kristen Cook, defensive mid, 5'3", and a junior out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Christina Joseph starts at midfield, 5'6", a freshman from Sebastian, Florida. Michelle Hunter at the forward position had a great match against Brevard on Saturday, scored a pair of goals. She's a 5'9" freshman out of Ontario, Canada. Rachel Vano starts at midfield forward, 5'4", and a junior from Woodstock, Georgia. Maddie Nagy at the midfield forward position, 5'9", a sophomore out of Rockledge, Florida. Nicole McKinney, another name to listen for and watch today. McKinney with a goal against Brevard this past week, and as far as I know, she leads LMU in scoring this year. Midfield forward, 5'4", and a junior from Ooltewah, Tennessee. Teresa Doyle starts at defensive mid, 5'4", and a senior from Severn, Maryland. And Sam Adams will be the anchor of the defense back there, a 5'8" senior out of Harwood, Maryland. Lady Rail Splitters under the direction of head coach Helio Dana, as he and the LMU women are off to a great start in league play, their best in some time at 4-1. But this will be a tough matchup today, and if you didn't get the opportunity to hear what Coach Dana had to say following the Trevecca match and some of the other matches that we've played, this Carson-Newman team always seems to give LMU fits. We're going to break away for this commercial timeout. When we come back, we'll have your opening touch. This is the Lincoln Memorial University Sports Network.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Nestled at the foot of the Cumberland Gap, Lincoln Memorial University honors the vision and spirit of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's values are perfectly in sync with the modern educational experience at LMU. Our students find personal attention is a way of life and a way to success. If Lincoln Memorial University fits your vision of college, visit our website at lmunet.edu for more information.
Since 1973, DeRoyal has been a leader and an innovator in manufacturing products for the healthcare industry. DeRoyal supplies more than 20,000 products and product lines such as acute care, orthopedics, wound care, and trauma. DeRoyal is proud to be the largest supplier of orthopedic soft goods to clinics and hospitals in the nation. Since its start in Tazewell, Tennessee, DeRoyal has grown to open factories in over 29 locations worldwide and employs over 2,000 people. DeRoyal, a name you can trust and an employer you can count on. For great food, fun, and entertainment, visit the Oasis on Highway 25E in Harrogate, Tennessee, with a new drive-thru to better serve you. At the Oasis, you can enjoy a great lunch buffet or order from the great menu that the tri-state area has grown to love. Pizza, salad bar, and a tasty sandwich from the deli. And don't forget your favorite beverages. Check out the live music each week at the Oasis, where regional and local bands strut their stuff to a packed house. Or stop by and catch the big race on the big screen. All roads lead to the Oasis, 6341 Cumberland Gap Parkway in Harrogate, Tennessee. Phone in your order, 423-869-8000.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
I've been a hard worker all my life. It's just the way I was raised. I work the third shift. While most people are wrapping up their day, I'm just getting started. If I make a deposit on Friday night, I can't wait for it to go through the next week. Home Federal Bank's real-time banking is different. Real-time banking takes the worry out of banking. Lets me think about what's important.
Real-time deposits, real-time access. Real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. Always within reach.
The J. Frank White Academy is more than a high school. Your child will have room to grow in mind, body, and spirit. Small, safe learning environments, individualized learning plans, and cutting-edge technology. Every child deserves a quality education in a safe, nurturing environment.
Our college prep program teaches a love of learning, self-discipline, and service to others. The Academy is fully accredited by Advanced Ed. You have a choice at the J. Frank White Academy.
Soccer complex here on the Lincoln Memorial University campus. Beautiful afternoon for South Atlantic Conference women's soccer. Rusty Peace here with you for your call of Lincoln Memorial University Lady Rail Splitters soccer against Carson-Newman here today. Glad to have you along with us. Your crew for today's broadcast, your technical director, Adam Haley. Your camera operation today by Adam Crawford and Megan Fain. Your executive producer for the broadcast is Tony Spinoza. This is a production of Sigma Communications and the LMU Sports Network. Glad to have you with us for this Lady Rail Splitters soccer matchup. Not that many remaining on the broadcast schedule here at home this year. In fact, we'll have Queens this weekend as part of the homecoming ceremonies at Lincoln Memorial. And then after that, only one more soccer match in the month of October. That'll be Catawba on the 26th. And then Wingate University will close out the regular season as LMU will host Wingate, hoping to get the first round of the SAC tournament here at home. If you're watching at home on the broadcast, the Lady Rail Splitters, of course, will wear the home white tops, and they will defend the goal to your right. The Eagles of Carson-Newman wearing the Navy uniforms with orange and white thrown in on them, and they'll defend the goal to your left. And we are set to get underway here in Harrogate. Glad to have you with us again as Lincoln Memorial and Carson-Newman square off in another chapter of these two programs' storied history in college athletics. Just about set to get underway. The officials getting squared away here. Referees synchronizing the watches, and we are underway here in Harrogate. Carson-Newman with the opening touch and immediately going downfield with it. Here's McKinney. He'll bring it down on the near sideline. Under pressure already. LMU drops back, and there's a pass across to Doyle. Doyle trying to carry some space, gets it up to the midline, played back to the far side of the field. It looks like that might be Kristen Cook. Hard to tell over there from this distance. At midfield, that is Christina Joseph. Plays it across to Doyle. Now back near side to Dussault. Dussault didn't have enough on that one, turned it over. One of the keys for Lincoln Memorial is possession. Coach Dana has said that since the beginning. They have got to take care of the ball, possess it well. If they can do that, typically they can dictate the type of match it's going to be. Already a collision in the box over there as the keeper comes out and falls on the ball. Carson-Newman forward trying to make a run on it. But Stevens covers it up, and now she'll punt it away. Brought down near midfield by the Eagles. This is Wilson. Plays the ball up. Now a long ball intended that time for teammate Lisa Lane. Carson-Newman forced back into their backfield now as LMU pressures defensively. Rachel Vanneau really covering some real estate now on that defensive pressure. Ball played to the near side. This is Lane. Out toward the midfield area. And now sent to the far side by Jordan. Played up to Stringle. Stringle over onto the far sideline. LMU trying to get on him defensively. Stringle takes over again. Plays it back to one of the teammates. Long ball toward the top of the box. Dussault comes down with the right foot. And it'll be taken back by McKinney. McKinney, great move at center field there as she takes the flow to the far side. And that's going to be Vanneau that takes over for Lincoln Memorial. Across midfield, first time the Lady Rail Splitters have had a run of this type. Here's Hunter at the top. Kicks it to the far side, and that ball heading out of toward the sideline. Didn't go out of play. Looked like it was going to. And Carson-Newman will play it back to the keeper. Long ball up and across the midline. Nice job by Krista Holka to get it across midfield. This is Vanneau again. Beg your pardon, that's Nagy. Now Vanneau. Over to Joseph. Joseph under pressure, forced to back up into the LMU half of the field. Ball played up and across the midline. Hunter contesting, but taken away by Carson-Newman. Lady Rail Splitters really being pressured defensively, and LMU doing the same to Carson-Newman. This is Stringle now on the run, outside the top of the box, about 12 yards. And it's cleared by Lincoln Memorial across the midfield line. Back there for Carson-Newman is Munguia. Plays it over to the near side. This is Pimentel. Across the midline, pulling it in for the Eagles, it's Stringle. And she'll play it up to the corner, and that ball will go out of play to Lincoln Memorial on the throw-in. So both teams really going at each other here early, trying to feel each other out, put a little pressure on the other, and maybe get an early goal. Dussault really not being pressured back there, has time to pull it in and turn it. Sends it upfield. Hunter awaiting, heads it back toward McKinney. And now back over to Dussault. Run up the near sideline. Dussault plays the ball, and it's knocked back by Lane. Here's Lane again across midfield, taken down by Edwards. Played into the backfield now. This is Munguia. Long ball to the far side, headed back by Lincoln Memorial. Joseph being pushed off the ball, far side of the field, and again, Lincoln Memorial will send it upfield, but that's going to be an LMU foul, so Carson-Newman will have it on the LMU half of midfield. There's been no love lost between these two programs over recent years, and while the women's rivalry is not necessarily as physical as some of the matches that we've seen, the men's match sometimes very brutal. Long ball toward the box. Stevens trying to punch it, and that gets across her outstretched hands and into the back of the net. Carson-Newman taking a 1-0 lead on a long ball toward the box from near midfield right in front of the LMU dugout. Just an unlucky play by Stevens, the keeper, who came out on it to punch it out. And it really, I think, got away from her a little further than she thought, rolled off her hands and into the back of the net. Unlucky break. Didn't even see who scored the goal. A 1-0 Carson-Newman, and there you have it. We're less than 5 minutes in. The Eagles already on top. Joseph at midfield, played it over to McKinney, ball up to Hunter. Hunter in a foot race to the top of the box, battling with the defender. Keeper's going to clear it. And that ball will come to midfield where Doyle will head it back toward the Carson-Newman goal. Dangerous play, no call there. The official says play on. That's unbelievable. Stringle got tied up with one of the LMU players. Looked like maybe Holka had her leg all the way across her. Now it's Dussault making a run to the near corner, left-hand side of your viewing monitor. Cross to the box area. That's going to go off the post and out of play. That'll be a goal kick for the Eagles. People getting here late looking at the scoreboard saying, what's going on? Carson-Newman already up 1-0. Unlucky break for the Lady Rail Splitters, something they really can't afford because there have been times when they have had their problems scoring this year. They get a lot of shots. They just sometimes have a problem putting them on frame. Ball played up toward midfield, kicked back by Edwards. Joseph trying to bring it down. Does so and plays it back to Nagy. Over to Doyle. LMU looking kind of tight right there. Now they'll spread it out. This is Adams. Ball played off to Holka in the backfield. Up the far side, Vano making her turn, plays it over on the far side. I believe that was, might have been Kristen Cook. Hard to tell from here. It, in fact, is. And the throw in for Carson-Newman. Keeper way out of the box, helping her teammates out and getting their shape. Ball across midfield, challenge. Nobody can get ahead on it. Adams trying to get there, clears it upfield. And that was off the outstretched foot of one of the Eagle players, possibly Chelsea Jordan, a midfielder, 5'7" freshman from Knoxville. 38 minutes to play here in the first half. Eagles lead at 1-0. Foul on Lincoln Memorial, or possibly an offside call, although I can't really tell. I believe it was a foul. Handball, so it's still a foul. Kind of warm here today. The wind not really much of a factor. Long ball to the top of the 18. High kick out of that area by Dussault. Headed back toward the top. And now Gregg came down with it for Carson-Newman, stolen away by Doyle. Doyle's kick out of bounds, far side of the field, and that'll be a throw in for the Eagles right in front of their home bench. Again, LMU contesting the throw in. This weekend, of course, the Lady Rail Splitters playing host to Queens University. And Queens having some mixed success, 2-1-2 in league play, 6-2-2 overall. Nagy. This hits the ball. McKinney challenges. Ball knocked back towards midfield. Doyle catches it at midfield. Nagy contesting. Stolen back by the Eagles. This is Stringle. Long ball to the deep corner. Racing to get there. One of the Carson-Newman players sends one down the end line. Stevens grabs it up. And a little inadvertent contact with the Carson-Newman forward. Punt on its way, not a good one. Headed for Dusold. Brings it down. Dusold makes her turn, plays it up to McKinney. McKinney pushing it across midfield, and not a good ball as it's stolen by Carson-Newman. Chipped toward the box, and Stevens comes out on it. There's a better punt by Stevens. Brought down near midfield by Wilson. Vano plays it over to Joseph. Joseph being trailed from behind. Comes back across midfield. McKinney up on it. Splits the double team. Tried to get a ball to Hunter, and it was read perfectly by Carson-Newman. Now Vano's going to bring it down far side. She challenges the defender. Vano double team. Ball knocked away. Doyle's going to come up on it. She'll get to it in time. Joseph can't, though, and it's turned back over to Carson-Newman. That possession style that Coach Dana likes to play so much, it's very critical that you play to feet, when you can. LMU's got to be a little more precise on their passing. McKinney from the near side plays back toward Dusold. Ball cleared away. This is Gregg now across midfield, trailed from behind by McKinney. Dumps it off to her teammate Stringle. And a Stringle. Now ball played back over to Jordan. Jordan sends one toward the box area. On the run, this is Gregg, an offside call on Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman taking the attack to the Lady Rail Splitters today. Coach Dana shouting instructions over there from the sideline. Again, the ball knocked out of play. This will be a Carson-Newman. Actually, correction, that'll be an LMU throw-in. Lauren Dusold will step out of play to throw it in. Brought down by Gregg. McKinney comes up, takes it away from her from the behind. Over to Vano, ball knocked back across midfield. Dusold sending a high arcing pass to the far side, trying to switch it. And that ball last touched by Carson-Newman. Throw in from Cook. Vano turns toward the goal, trying to chip it around the defender, sends the ball up to Cook. Cook across in the box. Actually, nobody there but the keeper right at the post to grab it up. And so Carson-Newman will punt it away. 33-42 remaining in the first half, 1-0 Eagles. Punt at midfield, headed back by Nagy, taken down by Holka. And this is Adams, who will play it up to McKinney. Over to Doyle. And now Vano playing far side of the field to Cook. Ball knocked away. Vano trying to get there, and that's last touch by LMU. Both teams just kind of trading possessions right now. Throw in coming from Cook. Hunter trying to, as I would call, box out. LMU wanting a foul right there as both players went to the ground. Nonetheless, the Lady Rail Splitters retain possession. Nagy plays it across, trying to get it to Hunter, couldn't do it. Taken back by Carson-Newman. Doyle clears it up toward the box area. This will come to the near sideline. McKinney pressuring the defender. The ball off of her body, off the ricochet. And so it'll be a Carson-Newman throw-in. At least a lane to do the honors. Throw in to Wilson. Wilson battling with Joseph. Double team, fights her way around it. Gets it up and across to the midfield line. This is Edwards on the run. Edwards carrying a lot of space. Cut off by Doyle. Plays it back to the midline now. And Carson-Newman will restructure. This is Pimentel. Far side of the field over to Munguia. Back to Pimentel. Pimentel going to switch it, send the long ball toward the top of the box. Challenge at that area. Nothing but white jerseys there and the orange, and that is Stevens that comes out and grabs it up for Lincoln Memorial. Punt back towards midfield. Adams steps up on it, sends the ball over to Dusold. Dusold backed off defensively by Gregg. And now Adams has plenty of time back there to turn and get squared up. Holka, far side of the box, plays it out to Cook. Cook looking down the far sideline as she's got Vano making a run. Getting a lot of support, plays it over towards Hunter in the midfield. Hunter going far sideline. Vano's up there to bring it down. Plays it back in, and Carson-Newman will somehow come away with it and take it away again. Geneselli, far side, had it knocked away, and that'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. A little better than 14 minutes into this one. First match of our doubleheader here today. The Rail Splitters and Eagles coming up next. 3:30 start for that one. If you are taking actual time, if you're watching this delayed, well then somewhere about 30 minutes past the final whistle of this match. Here's Dussault on the run. Getting support from McKinney, plays it back to her. McKinney going up line with it. Dussault in a foot race to the ball in the near corner. Not able to, actually she did keep it in. Sent across toward the box, and the keeper came out on it as Michelle Hunter was pressuring. And I've had a lot of grief being given to me by the fact that I called her Rachel Hunter at one point in the time, and I think that's where I was getting Rachel Vano and Michelle Hunter crossed up in one of the first couple of matches we did. Vano to Joseph. Joseph knocked down from behind. Whistle not being blown much today by the official. Nagy back to Dussault. Plays it near sideline over to McKinney. McKinney sees the same. She's got Joseph making a run to the near corner. Joseph being pushed off the ball a bit. Getting very physical down there. Joseph able to keep it in play. And finally, a foul call that's going to go to Carson-Newman. The foul issued to Lincoln Memorial, but Carson-Newman will get possession. As they say, Joseph was called for obstruction. Substitutions waiting to check in now, at least for Lincoln Memorial. Joseph prompts an official stoppage in play at 28:49 as she will come off the field. And a substitution will check into the lineup as we see Marissa Kiernan enter, a 5'7" freshman from Port St. Lucie, Florida. .28:49 to play here in the first half. Lincoln Memorial down 1-0 to Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman scoring one in the 5th minute of the first half of play. McKinney heads it over toward Hunter. Taken down by Carson-Newman's Chelsea Jordan. Sent near side to Lane. Lane plays it up line. This is Gregg. And that ball knocked out of play, apparently last touched by LMU. Lady Rail Splitters not getting any breaks today here on the officiating. Gregg being tied up by Dussault, doing a nice job defensively. Plays it over. Kiernan steps up on it. Beg your pardon, and that ball cleared away. This is Dussault up to Hunter. Headed back toward Nagy. Played over to Vano. Vano a little bit past the ball, forced to come back on it. Racing to get to it is Pinger. Stolen back by Cook, and the Lady Rail Splitters have a run here. Up to Hunter. Chip ball stolen away back again by Carson-Newman's Mungia, and played up the far sideline. Holka sends it around in the midfield area. Carson-Newman and LMU really just kind of trading blows here. Both teams going through such a defensive struggle that they're not really able to possess the ball very well. Cook being pressured from behind, plays it over to Adams. Long ball up toward midfield. Nagy will send it on down line toward the far sideline, and that ball out of play to Carson-Newman. Throw in for the Eagles right in front of their dugout. This is Edwards that brought it down, and linesman raising the flag over there for a foul, and that will prompt Lincoln Memorial to get a substitution in the lineup as Nagy will come out, and I believe that's Josephine Hedstrom that just checked into the lineup. Hedstrom, 5'8" sophomore from Sweden. Kiernan at midfield. Got a little too cute with it, had it taken away. Doyle bails her out. Ball sent for Hunter, knocked back. Vano trying to get there to it, knocks it over to Cook. Cook carrying some space, sends it to Hunter at midfield. Hunter makes her turn. Nice ball toward the top of the box. McKinney's there, tries to play it around the keeper. Great job by the keeper twice. Cook's shot blocked away. Oh, you got to take your hat off to the Carson-Newman keeper. She really held her composure right there. Ball sent way down the field. Adams is going to get there. Now Kayla Stevens will come out on it. LMU with a couple of opportunities looked like they were going to equal it up there and tie the match at 1-1, but the Carson-Newman keeper, and of course that is Tinarna McKinney, a 5'6" senior from Lisburn, Northern Ireland. She really came out and performed well in that situation. Here's McKinney's punt. It'll cross midfield on the bounce. Headed once, that'll go out of play, and that'll be Lincoln Memorial throw-in. Throw it in front of the LMU bench and taken in by Carson-Newman. Played over toward the midfield. Making a run on it is Gregg. Plays it up. Holka gets it out. Now taken back by Carson-Newman. And Sam Adams will clear it out for Lincoln Memorial. Throw in for the Eagles on the near side of the field. This will be Alyssa Lane to do the honors for Carson-Newman. Looking down line. Dussault gets a foot on it. Hedstrom challenging for the second ball. Carson-Newman with a number, shot toward the keeper, and that's going to be right into the arms of Kayla Stevens. Stringle with the shot. And so a shot on goal again by Carson-Newman. Challenge near midfield. Nice flick that time by Stringle. Vano comes up with possession at midfield. Makes a run, carrying a lot of space. Vano challenged, had it knocked away. And now it's Holka that'll get it back on the LMU half of the midfield line. Adams up to Kiernan. Kiernan challenged, nice move. Plays it over to Vano. Vano back to Dussault. Over to Doyle. Doyle looking for some help. Plays it back to Adams. Near side to McKinney. McKinney facing the defender. Plays it back to Dussault on the midfield line. Dussault switching the field. Other side over to Vano. Vano turns, sends it to the far sideline, and that's going to be out of play over the head of LMU's Kristen Cook. Holka at midfield, contesting. Doyle brings it in, over to Kiernan. Kiernan, great moves again. Plays the ball up to Hunter. Vano gets it back. Nice ball to Hunter. She's not going to be called offside. She's got to see some support in the box. Plays it back. Vano stretching out. Kiernan looking to have a shot. Lets one go, and it's going to be wide right. Opportunity for the Lady Rail Splitters. They made a good run, and now we've got another substitution as LMU will use the goal kick for Carson-Newman to get a sub into the lineup. Kristen Cook will come out momentarily. Looks like possibly Michelle Allen that checks in for Lincoln Memorial. Goal kick for the Eagles, and McKenna will take it. 22-25 remaining here in the first half. LMU still trailing 1-0. Shots on goal now 2-2. This is Jordan playing it across midfield. Taken down by Stringle. Holka trying to get it for Lincoln Memorial. Plays it back to Hedstrom. Hedstrom looking up to Dussault. Nice turn. She's got McKinney in front of her. Now carrying some space to help LMU's cause. Plays it up. Great ball. Hunter now making the run to the left side of the box. Tripped up in the box. And that's going to be a goal kick as it goes wide left. Looked like she might have gotten tangled up with the feet of the defender, but the official didn't see as any intent there. Carson-Newman in no hurry to get the goal kick going here as LMU and the Eagles get their field position. Brought down far side of the field by Edwards. LMU looking very bunched up again with Carson-Newman. Ball played back. Vano over to Hedstrom. Hedstrom looking near side. She's got Dussault. Up to McKinney, back to Dussault, a little bit off the mark. Dussault got tangled up, taken away by the Eagles. And this is Edwards with a steal and a stoppage in play as another LMU player is down. That's Lauren Dussault. Dussault a little slow getting up after that collision. And so with 20:55 to play, this is our second stoppage in play. Looked like she just might have taken a hard shot to the shin. And apparently the official is going to drop the ball and allow LMU to play it back to the Carson-Newman keeper. Punt out of the box by McKenna. Brought down at midfield by Stringle, but stolen by McKinney. I think Hedstrom left it intentionally, thinking that she had a teammate behind her, but did not. And Carson-Newman turns it over as that pass from Stringle was intended for Gregg. Throw in's going to fall short, taken down by Pinger and sent down line. That'll be out of play. Another LMU throw in. Clock running here in the first half in favor of the Eagles. Throw in coming from Dussault. McKinney will take it at midfield. Sends the ball to Hunter. Foot race to the top of the box. Cleared out by the Eagles' Liz Munguia. And LMU will try to lock this one in as they get it down there with the throw in right around the top of the 18 area, but still a long way to go before you can put it on frame. Throw in to McKinney, played back, and just a hard check back to Dussault, who tossed it in, and it rides out of bounds untouched. LMU not possessing the ball here in the first half as well as I've seen him a few times this year, but that could be largely in part due to defensive pressure they're going through. Throw in by Dussault. Hunter knocked down from behind, late whistle by the official. And I was about to ask, what do you got to get? What do you got to do to get a call? I mean, it wasn't an automatic response when it happened. McKinney's going to set up on it for Lincoln Memorial. Small wall by Carson-Newman, 10 yards off the ball. And now the official backing him off a little bit. Right into the defensive wall. McKinney will get it back. Plays it back to Doyle. Doyle ripping one toward the box area. I think it was intended for Hunter, but Hunter not able to bring it down. Had a little bit too much on it. Now Hunter's going to pressure McKenna, the keeper. Carson-Newman denying LMU once more, and the punt out of play at the dugout area. That'll be an LMU throw in right there at midfield. Vano to throw it in. Kiernan will bring it in. Back to Vano. Played over to, I think that was Doyle who lost it. Now Carson-Newman trying to take possession and push it onto the LMU end of the field. Long ball across the midline. Stringle trying to come down with it. Adams will get it for Lincoln Memorial. Played up to midfield, challenge and a second ball, and this will be taken by Hunter of LMU. Over to McKiernan, right there at midfield. Kiernan, rather, beg your pardon. Michelle Allen challenging that keeper again. Punt on its way. And Dussault misses on it. Hedstrom battling with the Carson-Newman defender, being very strong physically. Handball, and a whistle by the official. So Adams will kick it away for the Lady Rail Splitters, trying to put it deep into Carson-Newman territory. Making a run on it down there is McKinney. That ball played away, hit her right in the face, and again, the keeper, Johnny on the spot, right place, right time. $16:40 to play in the half. Here's Doyle stealing it at midfield, turned it over again. Now Carson-Newman's Edwards takes it on the run. Edwards pushing it. Chips one toward the box. It'll go wide left, but Stevens comes over and grabs it up. And now LMU will try to push up and make something happen offensively once more. Long punt, far sideline, taken down by Carson-Newman, but played towards middle of the field, and Hedstrom comes down with it for LMU. Adams weaving her way up the field. Doyle turned it over again on that first touch. Ball knocked away. Here's a opportunity by Edwards of Carson-Newman. Right at the keeper, punched out. Holka clears it for Lincoln Memorial. And I'll just tell you right now, if Edwards had had any support there, Carson-Newman would have been up 2-0. Edwards, corner of the box. And a foul on Hedstrom of Lincoln Memorial. Substitutions ready to check in for Carson-Newman, at least one. This will be Michaela Gregg from the near corner of the box to get things going for the Eagles. Gregg bending one into that area. Ball rides through. Somebody touched it. I didn't see who it was. It was touched. And I think the officials might have missed that one. It's going to be ruled a goal kick. It brushed off of somebody. So the Eagles will have the opportunity to get a sub into the lineup. Well, they're not going to allow it yet. Not real sure about that. Holka heading it back. Vano will come up on it for Lincoln Memorial. Being pressured from behind. Vano going up line with it. Kiernan was the intended player to bring it in, but it was knocked out before it got to her by one of the Carson-Newman players. Flicked by McKinney across midfield. Hunter bumped from behind. Doyle chips it up, taken by Carson-Newman's Bailey Wilson. And that ball knocked out of play. That'll be a Lincoln Memorial possession, and I don't think Carson-Newman can make a sub there unless LMU has a sub come in. Kiernan trying to play it across field. Dussault trying to get there, misplayed it. I think she thought that it was going to be taken away by the Carson-Newman player. Nice ball up line, though, and this is Allen making the run to the corner. Allen trying to cross it, pushed off the ball by the Carson-Newman defender. Keeps it in play, and now Carson-Newman will kick it out, and that will be a throw-in for Lincoln Memorial near side of the field. Lauren Dussault to put it in. Allen on the ball again. Keeps it in play. Ball kicked out by the Eagles. Clock approaching the 13-minute mark of the first half. Dussault and Hunter, who heads it back. Taken down by Carson-Newman's Sydney Edwards. This is Stringle. Kiernan showing the strength at midfield. Plays it back to Hedstrom. Over to Dussault. LMU with the numbers here. Hunter was begging for it right there, and Dussault couldn't get it to her. That ball knocked out, and that'll be Carson-Newman possession substitution for the Eagles. She'd been standing over there for a while, finally managed to get back into the lineup. Going out will be Michaela Gregg. And checking in for the first time will be Suzanne Neffel, I think is how you pronounce that. Holka battling at midfield with Stringle, and Stringle was going to be called for the contact this time. So Krista Holka will leave it. Sam Adams will put it into play for Lincoln Memorial, and this is Vano out of the backfield. Kiernan taken away. Tell you what, Coach Dana is very animated about the fact that this match is getting pretty physical, and it's not that the calls aren't being made. It's just they're a little bit delayed in the call. The official doesn't keep the whistle in his mouth, and so by the time the whistle gets to his mouth, it takes a little bit of a turnaround to get there. Long ball to the box. Hunter battling. Ball, I think, last touched by Carson-Newman, and McKenna trying to prevent the Lady Rail Splitters from having a corner kick. Carson-Newman with the numbers. This is Stringle. Stringle near the top of the 18, plays it far side. Shot on its way, deflected by Vano. Nice defensive position. Holka playing it now. She'll come up with it over there. Keeps it in play and takes it up line. Kiernan going for the midfield area. Hunter trying to get to it. Can't do it in time. Knocked back by Hedstrom. This is Jordan for Carson-Newman. Plays it far side of the field. Lady Eagles backing it off a bit now. Mungia. Up to midfield. Doyle trying to bring it down. Taken now by Edwards. Played right through the middle. And at the top it was Neefel. And now dropped back to Pinger. Over to Pimentel. Whiffed ball by Kiernan. This is McKinney. Over to Dussault. Played up line, intended for Allen. Allen in a foot race, showing the speed. She blows around the defender. She will keep it in play. And then the ball knocked out by Carson-Newman. So an opportunity here for LMU to try to lock this one in if they'll push up. Throw in will come from Dussault. Allen trying to head it around. Ball got lost in the air for Hedstrom. And Carson-Newman will take possession. On the run, this is Neefel. Kiernan, nice play at midfield. Hunter showing strength. Plays it over to Allen. Back to Hedstrom. Hedstrom led Hunter by about 5 yards, and Hunter had stepped back off of it. Here's Dussault. Over to Adams. Adams going up line with the left foot. Ball headed out of play. Lincoln Memorial throw in. 8:40 to play in the first half. LMU still scoreless. They've had 2 shots on goal. Neither of them have been able to find their mark. Carson-Newman with 3 shots, one of them from near midfield. Just got off the keeper's hands and into the net. Nice job by Adams. Allen pushing up on the offense. Plays it to Dussault, who makes the run down the line. And a collision between Dussault and LMU's, Carson-Newman's Raquel Pimentel. They're going to call Lincoln Memorial with the foul. tough first half here for the Lady Rail Splitters as they've had some opportunities, but Carson-Newman is making it very difficult. Hunter brings it down after the challenge at midfield by Kiernan. Here's Hedstrom winning the battle. Hedstrom looking across. She's got Hunter all over her head and played back toward midfield. Vano. Over to Dusold. LMU just not able to find feet here in the first half. They're really having a hard time with possessing the ball. Vano up to Kiernan. Plays the ball to Hunter. 1v1 on the keeper. Hunter fires and hits it. The Lady Rail Splitters even the match at the 6:55 mark. Michelle Hunter with the goal. And that was a great pass to find her right there, and she took a 1v1 situation with the keeper. Well, LMU just kept hacking away, and you know, Coach Dana has talked about the fact that this Lincoln Memorial team, while they are more talented than they were a year ago, they have more options offensively. They have to chip away, and that's just what they did in that particular situation. We're tied at 1 with less than 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Stringle plays it up to the corner. This is Edwards. Cross by Edwards. Keeper grabs it right in front of the frame. And she will secure it as LMU will push back up the field. Hunter now with 3 goals in the last 2 matches. Only a freshman. She's going to be a dandy. Doyle had it knocked away. Holker recovers, and now Allen has it near sideline, being unpressured. Back over to Doyle. Doyle's first touch again today. She's had a hard time with it. Adams, long ball up to Hunter at midfield. Kept it in front of her. Plays it back to Vano. Vano looking for help. Knocked back by Carson-Newman's Mungia. Ball intended for Allen, but Allen not enough foot speed to get to the box before McKenna, the keeper for Carson-Newman, grabs it. Long pump from McKenna. Cross midfield. Doyle not able to get to it. Adams back there on it. She'll head it to Doyle. Doyle uses the body to shield and brings it down. Over to Adams. Switching it to the far side of the field. McKenney trying to bring it down. Lost it in the sun. She uses the body to shield as well. Now the foot race for the ball. Back down line. Vano will square up things. Plays it over to Doyle. Across to Hedstrom. Hedstrom kicking the ball to the near corner. That's going to be Dusold trying to get there. Dusold looking for some help. Plays it back, and that one right through the wickets on Michelle Allen. On the run for Carson-Newman, this is Pinger. Plays it across midfield, and calmly Sam Adams steps back there and regains possession for LMU. Up to Allen, over to Doyle. Doyle switches it and gives it back to Holka. Far side of the field to Vano. Vano through the defender. Plays up and across midfield. This is Kiernan making the turn, up to Hedstrom. Hedstrom for Allen, headed back and across midfield. Carson-Newman taking it away as we approach the 4-minute mark of the first half. Here's McKenna out of the box. Header toward the LMU end of the field. Adams trying to pull it down, and first touch a little bit rough off the left leg, and it went out of play. Throw in for Carson-Newman. This is Pinger to put it into play. Brought down by Stringle. And again, last touch by Lincoln Memorial. Thrown into Neefel. Long ball to the top of the 18. Vano went after it, missed it. Geneselli trying to get over to it, cross in the box, and that one will go right across in front of the frame and out of play, untouched. That'll be a Lincoln Memorial goal kick. Substitution for the Lady Rail Splitters, as this will be Brittany Jenkins that checks in, 5'8" and a junior from Alpharetta, Georgia. Teresa Doyle comes out temporarily. Kayla Stevens coming out on it, kicking it up toward the stands area. Carson-Newman with the throw-in. Pinger to put it into play. Dussold. Now Kiernan across midfield, bringing it down for Carson-Newman is Munguia. Plays it far side of the field, and now back across midfield. Left by Kiernan, taken by Vano, and up to Hedstrom. Lead ball for Dussold. Dussold winning the foot race. Cross knocked away by Carson-Newman. The keeper getting it off the bounce right there beside the frame. And we're down to 1:50 remaining in the first half of play. Long punt across midfield. Nice punt. Vano heads it towards midfield. Adams trying to get there. Sends it up line. That'll be a throw in at midfield for Carson-Newman. 1:25 to go in the half. Edwards trying to make a turn after the throw in. Flicks it back, gives over to teammate Gabrielle Wilson, or Bailey Wilson rather. Ball at the top of the 18. Trouble for Lincoln Memorial. LMU panicking a bit right there. Holka, finally Jenkins kicks it out.
1 minute remaining in the half. 1 minute.
Throw in again for the Eagles. Adams going up line, and that one out of play. Throw in will come from Pimentel. In the backfield, she finds Munguia. She'll play it back to McKenna, the keeper. Tied at 1, essential purposes 0-0. And Carson-Newman content to just kind of hang on to it there in the defensive backfield. I don't know if they're going to run the half out, but in no hurry to push the tempo up the field and try to get another goal. Ball knocked toward the near corner. I don't know that Carson-Newman can get there. And LMU will not have time for a throw-in. So after the first 45 minutes of play, Lincoln Memorial and Carson-Newman will go into the intermission tied 1-1 in this South Atlantic Conference barn burner here in Harrogate, Tennessee. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll run down your halftime statistics through Sigma Communications. This is the LMU Sports Network.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Nestled at the foot of the Cumberland Gap, Lincoln Memorial University honors the vision and spirit of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's values are perfectly in sync with the modern educational experience at LMU. Our students find personal attention is a way of life and a way to success. If Lincoln Memorial University fits your vision of college, Visit our website at lmunet.edu for more information.
Since 1973, DeRoyal has been a leader and an innovator in manufacturing products for the healthcare industry. DeRoyal supplies more than 20,000 products and product lines such as acute care, orthopedics, wound care, and trauma. DeRoyal is proud to be the largest supplier of orthopedic soft goods to clinics and hospitals in the nation. Since its start in Tazewell, Tennessee, DeRoyal has grown to open factories in over 29 locations worldwide and employs over 2,000 people. DeRoyal, a name you can trust and an employer you can count on. For great food, fun, and entertainment, visit the Oasis on Highway 25E in Harrogate, Tennessee with a new drive-thru to better serve you. At the Oasis, you can enjoy a great lunch buffet or order from the great menu that the tri-state area has grown to love. Pizza, salad bar, and a tasty sandwich from the deli. And don't forget your favorite beverages. Check out the live music each week at the Oasis, where regional and local bands strut their stuff to a packed house. Or stop by and catch the big race on the big screen. All roads lead to the Oasis, 6341 Cumberland Gap Parkway in Harrogate, Tennessee. Phone in your order, 423-869-8000.
Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro.
Halftime here at the LMU Soccer Complex. The Lady Rail Splitters and the Eagles of Carson-Newman College University now tied 1-1 at the break. Let's take a look at your official halftime statistics for Carson-Newman. Gabriella Giannicelli with one shot, two shots by Sydney Edwards, one shot on goal. Liz Munguio, one shot on goal, one goal. Dana Stringle, one shot on goal. And that's the extent of it. 5 total shots in the first half, 3 on frame for Carson-Newman. For Lincoln Memorial, after the first 45 minutes of play, it looks like this. Kristen Cook, 2 shots, 1 on goal. Michelle Hunter has 2 shots, 1 shot on goal, 1 goal. Nicole McKinney, 1 shot, 1 on goal. Teresa Doyle, 1 shot from Michelle Allen, 1 from Marissa Kiernan. Kiernan with the assist on Hunter's goal, and LMU and Carson-Newman tied 1-1. First half for the keepers, well, both keepers. Tiarna McKenna, 45 minutes on frame, 1 goal against, 2 saves. Lincoln Memorial's Kayla Stevens, 45 minutes in the net, 1 goal against, 2 saves, and that's pretty much how it went down. LMU's goal coming in the 39th minute at 38:05. Carson-Newman's coming in the 5th minute at 4:40. Again, Munguia for Carson-Newman and Hunter for Lincoln Memorial, scoring today's goals here in the first half as we are tied 1-1 here in Harrogate, Tennessee. Again, don't forget, folks, the next time the Lady Rail Splitters will play at home will be down the line a little bit. In fact, on, actually this weekend, Saturday, Queens. That'll be a 1 o'clock start here at the LMU Soccer Complex. But after that, it's October 26th when they take on Catawba College at 1 o'clock. And then only one other home match during the regular season remaining. That's Wingate University on November 2nd here at the LMU Soccer Complex. Folks, to keep up to date on all that's going on with LMU Athletics, pull up the LMU Athletics website, www.lmurailsplitters.com. We're going to take another time out. When we come back, we'll have your second half of play. This is the Lincoln Memorial University Sports Network.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available, including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
I've been a hard worker all my life. Just the way I was raised. I work the third shift. While most people are wrapping up their day, I'm just getting started. If I make a deposit on Friday night, I can't wait for it to go through the next week. Home Federal Bank's real-time banking is different. Real-time banking takes the worry out of banking. Lets me think about what's important.
Real-time deposits, real-time access. Real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. Always within reach.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, you can manage your auto, home, and life policies any way you want. If you like the internet, get a quote and file claims online at FBITN.com. If you like to take care of your business over the phone, give us a call. If you like to email, send us a message, and we'll take care of you that way. But if you like an old-fashioned smile and handshake at the door, come down to the local office.
When you're traveling throughout the tri-states, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860. Today's broadcast of Lincoln Memorial University Soccer is brought to you by University Medical Clinic, with 2 locations to serve you in Harrogate and New Tazewell, Tennessee. University Medical Clinic. By Farm Bureau Insurance. By Old Town Grill. By Home Federal Bank of Harrogate, always within reach. Home Federal Bank. By Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro. Eat fresh at Subway. By Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. Sleep smart at Holiday Inn Express. By Oasis Pizza and Substation. By DeRoyal, a name you can trust, a product you can count on. DeRoyal. By K&K Metal Sales. By Sleep Inn of Middlesboro. Dream better here at Sleep Inn. By the J. Frank White Academy. And by Lincoln Memorial University. Your career path is here. No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
Second half here, getting ready to get underway at the LMU Soccer Complex. Rusty Peace here with you for your call of Lady Rail Splitters Soccer. LMU and Carson-Newman tied at a goal apiece after the first 45 minutes of play. Here in the second half, LMU will defend the goal to your left. Carson-Newman, of course, defending the goal to your right. And in regulation, of course, we'll play 45 minutes. If they can't get it done during that period of time, we'll play a 10-minute overtime period. If it's still not able to be broken, the tie that is, we'll go to one more 10-minute overtime, at which time, if the tie still stands, then we will end in a tie. But, folks, the way these two teams played in the first half, a lot of opportunities for shots, several of which were on goal for both teams. And so my guess is here in the second half, we're going to see more of that, and most likely somebody's going to break defensively. We're just about set to get underway again. LMU will have possession to open the second half as Carson-Newman took the opening possession. And the defensive strength of these two teams being as strong as it is really doesn't matter who has the opening possession because both teams are going to contest heavily. Just about ready to go. 45 minutes remaining in regulation. Wind has picked up a little bit here at the LMU Soccer Complex.
You can bring your shade back over here, man.
A long pause. I'm not sure exactly what the official's waiting on. And we're finally underway. LMU trying to go on the offensive early as Vano will push it across the midline. Sends the ball up toward the corner, intended for Hunter. She's pushed off of it by Carson-Newman's Liz Munguia, and that will be an LMU throw-in. That one right into the Carson-Newman defender's face by Vano. Vano to Hunter. Drop back to Cook. Cook to Hunter again. Check pass to Cook, and she'll try to get to it before it goes out off the end line. And she's not able to keep it in play as that ball bends behind the post. So a goal kick for Carson-Newman. And LMU will drop back to challenge defensively. Short kick, Vano, first ball. Hunter right there to take down the second ball. She's got a square look at it. Hunter should have probably ripped that one. Check pass over. Nice save by McKenna, the keeper, off the shot by McKinney. Holy cow, she held her composure again. I'm really impressed with what we've seen from Tiarna McKenna here in the match today. Couple of situations that could have gotten ugly for Carson-Newman, and she has held her composure nicely. So the Lady Rail Splitters with the first shot on frame here in the second half. Here's a throw in for Carson-Newman, far side of the field. Pull of the jersey over there, no call by the official. This is Stringle. Dumps it off over to the teammate over there. That's Neefel, I believe. Cross toward the box, headed out by Kiernan. Dusol sends it back upfield. Michelle Hunter racing out of nowhere to steal that one away. Plays it up to Hedstrom. Now to Vano. Vano being challenged. Ball taken away on a great defensive effort by Munguia. Ball up to McKinney. Vano trying to make a run. Laid it over to Hedstrom. Hedstrom right up through the gap to Hunter. And dropping back onto this Pimentel. She'll play it back to McKenna, the keeper. Passed up to Munguia. Now across the grain. Nice takeaway from LMU. Oh, my goodness. Unlucky break right there by Hedstrom, who took it away. Hedstrom going for the shot from way out there, and it was just over the crossbar. Goal kick for Carson-Newman. Just underway here in the second half. LMU already with 2 shots, one of which was on frame, one just over the top. Challenge at midfield for the ball. Hedstrom comes down with it. Drops back to the line. Plays it back to teammate Krista Holka. Holka up to Vano, getting pressure off the backside. Ball knocked away and stolen by Carson-Newman. This is Janicelli. Crosses one to the top of the 18, and Stevens will come out on it for Lincoln Memorial. High punt by Stevens. Hunter unable to bring it down with the head, does it with the feet, then pushed off the ball strongly by Carson-Newman's Raquel Pimentel, and that's going to be a Carson-Newman foul. Kiernan will start things for Lincoln Memorial. The Carson-Newman coach over there really getting his money's worth with the official. He's right out at midfield, still complaining. Kiernan shot toward the keeper, and again McKenna stands her ground. Here's McKenna's kick. Taken down by Cook, turned over by Kiernan. And now the Eagles try to make something of it here. Janicelli back over to teammate Chelsea Jordan. She'll switch the field, far side of the pitch over to Neefel. Outside the top of the box, this is Janicelli. Lost possession of it. Cook takes it away, plays it up to Vano. Vano playing the long ball for Hunter, just a shy of where it needed to be. Here's Janicelli again. Crosses to the top of the box. Whiffed a bit by Jenkins. Adams has it, plays it up to Vano. Turn and go by Vano. Over to Hunter. Hunter. There is no way that she was off. The official. And an official timeout, and I think the official is going to go over and give Carson-Newman's coach a good talking to here. He's been nonstop complaining for about the last 60 seconds. He is getting his money's worth over there during this official stoppage in play. I'm surprised that he is allowing this exchange at all, to be quite honest with you. I don't know if he's cautioned him at all. He's not giving him a card, and now he is making an explanation to the LMU coaching staff, and I believe that is Adriana DeMores, I believe. It's hard to tell from this. And Coach Dana sitting there as well. So a lot of animated gestures in terms of explanations, but I disagree with the offside call that was called a minute ago. It looked like LMU had started their run after the pass. Holka clears it out. Hedstrom brings it down. Ball played up to McKinney. McKinney making a run across midfield. LMU pushing it. Plays it across to the top of the 18, and McKenna there all alone as she'd come out of the box to help out. Pressure will release now. McKenna will punt it away. Kiernan checks it back to the Carson-Newman side. Battling there at midfield. Taken by the Eagles' Chelsea Jordan. Now this is Lane. Back to McKenna. McKenna thought about switching the field. Now she does. And it's checked back to McKenna, the keeper. She's way out of the box. Ball up the field by Munguia. Kiernan takes it down. Plays it over to Hedstrom. Hedstrom carrying some space to the deep corner. Turns on the sideline and stood up, and a holding foul on Lincoln Memorial. That'll be Carson-Newman possession. .37:50 remaining in regulation. We're still tied at 1. Both goals coming in the first half. Carson-Newman's early, LMU's late. Jenkins with a header at midfield on the challenge. Second ball taken down by Hedstrom. Hedstrom shielding it at the sideline, plays it back to Dussold, and that ball rolling the sideline. Apparently last touched by Carson-Newman, and LMU will have the throw in. Long ball across midfield, headed back by Carson-Newman. Hedstrom brings it down, cleared by Carson-Newman. McKinney plays it around the defender, cross in front of the box. That beautiful run by Vano, but she couldn't quite get there. Vano back to Cook. Cook collision with the defender, plays it over to Kiernan. Kiernan rips one toward the right post, and it goes wide right. Left foot, it bent on her a little bit, and LMU unable to capitalize on the opportunity. Nonetheless, another shot for Lincoln Memorial, and that'll be a goal kick for Carson-Newman. Here's McKenna's kick. Header by Hedstrom out of play, and she got a push. They're going to say that's on. Is it on Lincoln Memorial? Correction. He corrected himself. I was going to say he called that on Lincoln Memorial, but clearly it was on Carson-Newman. So Marissa Kiernan will get things going again for Lincoln Memorial. 5'7" freshman from Port St. Lucie, Florida, played at Fort Pierce High School. 36 minutes to play in regulation. Kiernan's kick toward the box. Ripped by Vano. I believe that was Vano. Might have been McKinney. No, that was McKinney. Here's Vano on the shot. She sized it up so much that I think she had so much time to think about it, she got under it a bit, and it goes over the crossbar. Keeper was trying to charge the ball. She had two defenders on her, but clean look at it. And apparently that that first shot was by McKinney. I couldn't tell. They both got ribbons in their hair today, and both have a 2 in their numeral. One's 2-0, one's 1-2. And let's just face it, I'm an old man and can't see very well. Kiernan being fronted defensively. Backs it off. She's got great foot skills against the defender up close. Jenkins has the ball taken away. Played up through the wickets of Stringle, and that's going to leave Sam Adams to pull it in uncontested. Time to turn, time to set up. Adams pushes it up a bit, gives it to Vano. Plays it over to Cook on the near sideline. She'll carry some space. Nice ball to Hunter. A little bit behind her, but Hunter makes the adjustment nicely. Hunter trying to shake the defender. Oh, great ball to Cook. Cook needs to rip this one. It's on its way. Just got a little deflection from Liz Munguia, the defender, and I think that was enough to knock some smoke off of it. Eagles trying to push it into LMU territory. Adams responding defensively. Up to Kiernan. Plays it over to Jenkins. Now up to Hedstrom. Great ball. Left for McKinney. Across the grain. Vano brings it down. Backs it up a bit. Vano trying to size things up. Great turn. Plays the ball up to Cook. Cook racing to the corner to get to it. Looking across. Gets around the keeper. Cleared by one of the players from Carson-Newman. And I think McKinney was charging on it right there, ready to slam it into the corner. McKinney gets it. Plays it towards Hedstrom. Hedstrom back to the far side of the field, and an offside call by the official as LMU player over there a little bit out of position in that particular situation. Kiernan at midfield, brings it down. Up to Hunter. Hunter to Vano. Vano, top of the box. Lets one go. Great save by the keeper. McKenna, again, just making spectacular saves today. Holy cow, she really has just, she's got ice water in her veins the way she holds her composure against the offensive threat. Carson-Newman now with possession after the LMU throw-in. Ball across midfield. Adams will wrangle it for Lincoln Memorial. Back to Holka. Holka looking up the field. She's got Jenkins. Jenkins sends it across to Cook. Cook gets there, plays it up, and nobody there. Cook had really no choice. She was running full speed just to get to it. And I think she thought possibly Vano would make a run, but clock under the 32-minute mark now. This is Mungia out of the backfield. Jordan drops it back to McKenna, the keeper. Long ball taken down by Wilson. Played back to Mungia, now over on the near sideline to Lane. Mungia sends it across the midline. Stringle pulls it down. Gives it back out to Wilson. Wilson backs it off to Mungia. Our side of the field now. Eagles trying to work it around. Mishandled back there momentarily. I believe that's Wilson. Can't tell, though. It could possibly be Pimentel. It is Pimentel. Back to Mungia. Mungia back to Pimentel. Across midfield. Stringle trying to bring it down. Getting heavy pressure from behind by Adams, and she threw Adams to the ground. I think Adams is probably going to get maybe even a card for the contact initially.
Hey, Sam! Go to town!
Well, they're actually talking to McKinney and maybe Stringle, but I don't think McKinney had anything to do with it. She's one of the team captains, but Sam Adams, I believe, was the one that got thrown to the ground. Nonetheless, LMU foul. Carson-Newman will have possession. Ball toward the box. Stevens coming out on it. This time grabs it up. Carson-Newman was pressuring hard in that situation. Stevens punts it away. Going to come down right at about midfield. Takes the bounce across. Carson-Newman heads it back across the line. This is Jordan. Eagles now trying to put something together. Played over to the near side of the field. Lane strikes it across. Now Vano steals it back away. Played up to Hedstrom. Nothing but white jerseys there. McKinney takes it on the lead by Hedstrom. McKinney leading Kristen Cook, and Cook with the wheels trying to get there, but a nice job by Carson-Newman to retain possession, and then McKenna almost turned it over, playing it back into the corner to Lane.
Go, Gap.
All up toward midfield. McKenna shielding with the body to come up with possession. Plays it back to Adams. Adams pulling it in. Long ball toward the Carson-Newman box. McKenna grabs it up. Eagles ready to get a substitution in on the first opportunity. Here's McKenna's punt. That one, good punt. Carries across midfield. Adams heads it back. Taken by Stringle. Hedstrom out of nowhere to steal it away. Far sideline and away to McKinney. McKinney on the run. Being pressured from behind by Carson-Newman, Sydney Edwards. And that ball knocked out of play. That'll be an LMU throw-in. Beg your pardon, Carson-Newman throw-in. And the Eagles will get that substitution into the lineup. Carson-Newman ready to get another one in there on the next opportunity. And a hold up in the action here. Not real sure what this is about. Headed back by Lincoln Memorial. Hedstrom comes down with it. Great move on the far sideline by Hedstrom. Had it knocked away as tried to pass it off. Carson-Newman up with the steal. Played up to midfield. This is Erica DeLuca, who's entered the lineup for Carson-Newman. Ball kicked out of play. Eagles retain possession on the throw-in in front of the LMU bench. Header after the throw-in. Hunter pressuring. Ball played over to Mungia, and now back to McKenna. Couple of exciting exchanges, but nobody able to capitalize on them here in the second half thus far, and we're about 24 minutes in, somewhere around that area. Lady Rail Splitters trying to make something happen here, cross into the box. Hunter had it cleared by Mungia. Now it's McKinney. Crosses it over to Vino. Vino being pressured from behind. Takes a shot with the left foot right at the keeper. I'll tell you what, it's not that LMU has not challenged McKenna today. They have. That one was not one of the shots that have. But the Lady Rail Splitters have definitely made her earn her scholarship money today without a doubt. They have pressured her several times when I've seen keepers fold under that kind of condition. Eagles holding it in the backfield. That's Mungia just kind of playing with it. Sends it over to Pimentel. Now back to Mungia. Over to Pimentel. Carson-Newman not very mobile right now. They're not really working for position. Trying to send it upfield. Holka there to pull it in. Up to McKenna. Now over to Vino. A little bit past her. Whiffed by the Carson-Newman defender, and Vino tries to get there, but it's played back to McKenna, the keeper. Up to Mungia. Up around midfield again. Eagles over on the LMU half of the field. This is Edwards. Plays far side. LMU comes down with it. Great run by Dussault. McKinney plays it across. This is Hedstrom. Hedstrom looked like she was going to fire a shot, but it was deflected. Didn't travel more than a couple of yards. Jenkins whiffs it, has a second chance at it, needs the ball. Good tackle by Carson-Newman. And now Dussault pushes it up the far sideline. Cross inside the box. Vino making a cross run and trying to meet up with it there. And nice job by McKenna again. McKenna really getting after her team over those balls coming into her zone back there. Punt toward midfield. Jenkins working to get there. Heads it back across to Vino. Vino turns. Great ball to Cook. Used the body to shield. LMU outworking Carson-Newman right now. They're going to have to get the end result. Cook shot wide right. And that'll be a goal kick for the Eagles as Carson-Newman will get another substitution in at the 23:49 mark. You got to say that the possession portion into this game, LMU has really improved here in the second half. They have possessed it for the most part throughout the entire 21 and a half minutes. Goal kick for the Eagles. McKenna sends it away. Whiffed by Carson-Newman. Hedstrom brings it down. Passed over to McKinney. Checked from behind. Jenkins can't get to it. Taken by the Eagles. This is DeLuca. And now Carson-Newman on a run up the far sideline. Ball to the top of the box. Nice flick. Cook clears it away. Great job by Lauren Morlock, who checked in a moment ago, 5'2" freshman from Abingdon, Virginia, as she was in dangerous territory for Lincoln Memorial. Kiernan kicks it out off the end line, and that'll be a goal kick for the Eagles. I beg your pardon, corner kick. And it appears that it will be Neefel to send it for Carson-Newman. Neefel says she's ready. Here it comes. Oh, dangerous territory. I mean, that one was just laying out in front of the frame, and Hunter cleared it out of there. Vano keeps it in play. Great hustle by Vano, and unfortunately, when she sent it up line, it goes out, and that'll be a throw in for Carson-Newman, as the Eagles will again have a substitution, and it appears checking out of the lineup will be Alyssa Lane. And so the new entry for Carson-Newman is quite possibly Jenna Bryan. Bryan, a 5'3" junior from Salisbury, North Carolina. DeLuca lost it out of play off of LMU's Rachel Vano. This is Hedstrom again. Plays it over to McKinney. Dussault making a great run up the far side, showing support. McKinney sends it one more. Dussault with the angle, tripped up at the left side of the box. And a corner kick will be called. That'll send McKinney over there to do the honors for Lincoln Memorial. 3 LMU players waiting to check in. Looks like Michelle Allen and a couple of more that we'll have here momentarily. Referee calling in the subs, but nobody moving from the sideline. I'm not real sure why. Elio Dana saying he does not want them to go in before the corner. Ball on its way. Headed by Hedstrom toward the box area, off the end line, and that'll be a goal kick for Carson-Newman. Now the LMU subs will check in. Looks like possibly Nagy, Fisher, and quite possibly Michelle Allen. Kiernan will go out. Hedstrom out of the lineup as well. And McKinney goes out. Now Helio Dana having some words with the official. And a stoppage in play. And both coaches have had issues today with the referee in the middle of the field. And as I've said, you know, a lot of the whistles that we've heard today have been somewhat late in terms of the call. Quite frankly, the whistle hadn't been used a lot out there in a lot of cases, and I think probably Coach Dana is voicing his displeasure very much like Richard Moody has voiced his. Neither team very happy with this center official today. Carson-Newman
take care. Thanks for coming.
Ready to for the goal kick, but not before McKenna does a little work on the laces. That's the thing about keepers. They got to take the gloves off to tie them up and get the gear all squared away, and it takes a minute. Kind of like a catcher in baseball. You know, they got so much gear. All right, McKenna ready to kick it away. And that one bending toward the near sideline. Takes a hop over Carson-Newman's Jenna Bryan. And that'll be a throw-in for Lincoln Memorial. Flick by Vano. Cleared out of there by Mangia. Cook whiffed it. Holka sends it up. And now Vano steps up on it and gets possession. Played over to Fisher. Up and across to Allen. Allen making a turn. Nice ball to the corner, set for Dussault. Dussault trying to cross it. Hunter getting there. Shields with the body. Pushed off from behind. Plays it back over to the corner to Dussault. Cross to the box. McKenna comes out and grabs it up. Just a defensive struggle, to say the least, between these two teams. Jenkins header back toward the Carson-Newman side. Allen battling. Jenkins kicks it back. Now Carson-Newman takes over possession. Sun up line. Nothing but white jerseys there. Jenkins to Nagy. Nagy forced back off of it a little bit. Adams will send it directly upfield. Vano called for dangerous play on that kick. She tried to play it over the head of Carson-Newman's Liz Munguia. Skilled play, but dangerous nonetheless. 17:45 to play in regulation. Munguia sends the long ball. Top of the box, dangerous place. Great job by Krista Holka to prevent a shot from Carson-Newman. That was dangerous. Stevens had come out on it. Allen playing across to Vano, just off the outstretched foot. Carson-Newman takes it back. This is Moorlock from the near sideline. Tried to leave it. Cook clears it away. Now it's Nagy that'll push it up for Lincoln Memorial. Cook making the run. LMU with the numbers. Carson-Newman looking very slow here in the second half. Crossed by Cook. Cleared out. Munguia gets a piece of it. Moorlock now trying to bring it down near midfield. Good check pass to Moorlock. Jenkins stood her up and took it away. That's Vano coming up with a steal. Allen back to the midline, looking near side to Cook. Pass up to Nagy. Nagy lost control of it, and that'll go out of bounds off of Lincoln Memorial. Long pause for the throw-in by Carson-Newman. Pass comes into DeLuca. And DeLuca is taking it up the field. Beautiful ball to Edwards. Edwards on the cross far side, intended this time for Gregg. Gregg will pull it in the corner. She stood up by Dussault, sends it back out. That looks like DeLuca over there. Back into the corner and comes out this time to Pinger. And that ball knocked out by Lincoln Memorial. So now the Eagles will try to lock it in. Great job by Adams to steal it away. Hunter being pressured. Lead ball intended for Allen, knocked out by Carson-Newman's Alex Pinger. LMU throw in right in front of the dugout area. We are almost down to the 15-minute mark of this South Atlantic Conference October battle. Adams to Nagy. Nagy rips one off the keeper's fingers. Yes! Great effort by McKenna, but it came off of her fingertips and got through into the frame. She went into the frame with it. Just a great hit that time for the goal, and LMU goes up 2-1 at the 14:53 mark. Off the goal by Maddie Nagy.
By number 17, Maddie Nagy.
They just kept pressuring. Least you expect it, rip one from that far out. And just as it happened to Lincoln Memorial early in the match, that went off the fingertips of the keeper, and you would not have expected McKenna to give up a goal like that as well as she has played today. Both teams with substitutions that will check in now. McKinney will return along with Kiernan for Lincoln Memorial. Fisher goes out, as does Cook. DeLuca goes out for Carson-Newman. And re-entering the lineup for the Eagles, it'll be Stringle. I think they had another substitution as well. We'll get that momentarily. 2-1 Lady Rail Splitters. Jenkins sends it upfield. This is Mungia. Long ball into the LMU backfield. Adams has time. She's going to let it go to Stevens. And Stevens will allow that pressure to release before punting it away. Nice punt across midfield. Headed back by Carson-Newman. Second ball challenge. Jenkins will get there. Jenkins overran it. Now comes down with it off the bounce. Up to Nagy. LMU on the run again. Nagy playing it for McKinney, making the run. McKinney's there. Nice cross. McKinney sends one right at the keeper, and she falls on it. I'll tell you, sometimes it's very frustrating as a coach because you see the Lady Rail Splitters with these opportunities, but a lot of times, inadvertently, they shoot right at the keeper. Keeper's always in a good position, at least today, but fell on that one nicely. 10 shots on goal for Lincoln Memorial today versus only 4 for Carson-Newman. Here's Vano. 13:35 to play in regulation. Over to Kiernan. Kiernan sends it back to Jenkins. Up the field now, across midfield to Allen. Allen looking far sideline. Turns, takes some space on her own. Plays the ball to the deep corner. Racing up there is Dussault. And Dussault keeps it in play. LMU looking to cross it over. Dussault for Hunter. Hunter can't get there. McKinney around it. Cleared out of there by Mungia. And that ball is going to go out for a LMU throw-in from the corner. McKinney is going to hold Vano off, and I guess she will do the honors from the corner. And now the referee sends her on down to the end line for the throw-in. Comes down in the box to Hunter. Hunter using the body again to shield. Turns on the end line. That ball right in front of the frame. No LMU jerseys there with the exception of Michelle Allen. There were 3 Carson-Newman players, not counting the keeper. This is Morlock. Switches the field. Carson-Newman still trying to bring it down. They do so finally. Pimentel sends it up. Header at midfield by Adams. Jenkins contesting. Now it's Jordan for Carson-Newman. Vano outrunning the Carson-Newman defender. And that will be kept in play by Carson-Newman's Morlock and knocked off of Lincoln Memorial and out of play for a corner kick. So Carson-Newman with the corner kick now. And 2 Eagle substitutions. As head coach Richard Moody tries to keep some fresh legs in the lineup. Might be the first time we've seen these 2 young ladies today. Looks like Joanna Russell in the lineup. Cross in the box, dangerous! And that one goes to the back of the net on the cross, and I believe that was, if I'm not mistaken, that might have been Mungia. Can't tell who the goal was scored by.
Number 17, Lizette Mungia.
Mungia scores the goal. And just like that, we're tied at 2-2 with 11:25 to play. You cannot relax in the least in this game. It's a game I could not play personally. Kristen Cook checks back in for Lincoln Memorial. Carson-Newman takes it back. Kiernan racing towards midfield after getting it back for Lincoln Memorial. Plays it up to Vano. Nice tackle by Russell of Carson-Newman. And Dussault gains possession. Knocked out far sideline by the Eagles. LMU with possession under the 11-minute mark. And throw into Hunter, plays it off Carson-Newman's player. That will be a corner kick for Lincoln Memorial. And now you push up, you lock this one in, let's get it back. Nicole McKinney heading over there to take the corner. LMU now in the box in position. Nice kick on its way, headed by Adams just right of the post. And LMU will get a sub in there as it appears Hedstrom will check back into the lineup, and she'll replace Maddie Nagy. Exactly 10 minutes to play. Here's the goal kick from McKenna. Kiernan ran over the Carson-Newman defender. Each player entitled to the ball. And a whistle by the official that is going to be whistled against Carson-Newman. And no doubt that is going to ignite Richard Moody over there, the head coach of Carson-Newman. So this is Hedstrom that will set it up for Lincoln Memorial. Somebody's cell phone ringing in the background. Hedstrom past the right post, actually over the crossbar. Bent it nicely, but couldn't get it on frame. Well, the Eagles will kick it away. Comes to the near side, Vino challenging, tripped up from behind, and it'll go out of bounds untouched. Should be Lincoln Memorial ball.
Let's go.
Throw in will come from Kristen Cook. Intended for Hedstrom, headed back, taken down by Morlock. And Morlock turns it over as Kiernan gets it at midfield. And I'm not real sure why she was so quick right there to do that. She had plenty of time to turn. You just got to communicate out there. People have got to let her know. Long ball by Munguia. Dangerous territory. Shot ripped by Carson-Newman's Michaela Gregg, and that's going to go out of play for a goal kick, and Lincoln Memorial will try to get back onto the Carson-Newman end of the field. The Eagles making up some ground in terms of the shots on goal here in the last couple of minutes. Here's Stevens' ball up toward midfield, low driving ball. Check back toward the LMU end. Header by Adams. Kiernan plays it back to Cook. She's got time. Being pressured a bit. Sends it up. This is Vino. Brings it down off the chest. And played over to Kiernan. Now the ball toward midfield. Hunter comes up on it. Heads it across. Munguia. Over to Russell. And Hunter takes it away from her. At midfield, this is Hedstrom. Hedstrom pushed off the ball a bit. Carson-Newman steals it back. Long ball up the far side to Edwards. Edwards gets the touch pass. Carries some space, sets one up in the box. This is up to Gregg. And it's cleared out again by Kiernan. Jordan now to the far sideline. Dussault trying to knock it away. That's Bianca Hall, who entered a while ago for Carson-Newman. She has the throw in. Pass intended for Stringle. Cross to the top of the box. Holka trying to get to it. Battling with Morlock.
Come on, girl.
It's LMU that's back on their heels a little bit now. Not taking the attack to Carson-Newman. I don't think they've run out of gas, but Stevens had a hand on it, lost it, and got it back off the dribble. 6:05 to play in regulation. We're tied at 2. Punt toward midfield. McKinney trying to get there. Headed across by Carson-Newman into the LMU half. Jenkins had a couple opportunities and now sent across by Dusel. Vano battling with Munguia. All checked up to Wilson at midfield, and she'll play it back now to Russell. Russell with the left foot. Holka contesting. Taken away by LMU's Kiernan, and again, the Lady Railsplitters just trying to push it up the field, not necessarily possess it at this point. Fisher ready to check back in for the Lady Railsplitters. Here's Munguia with a long ball across midfield. Chested by Stringle. Played back to Wilson. Wilson looking to get rid of it. Dumps it off back there to Munguia. Trying to play the long ball. Nicely played by Kristen Cook. And again, it's out of play for a Carson-Newman throw-in. Stoppage in play as Heliodana brought to the fact that to the attention of the official that Kiernan was down, and she had gone down to come off the field. Fisher will check into the lineup. Carson-Newman will get a sub in as well. The clock has stopped with 4:33 to play. And it appears that it will be Neefel that checks back in as Jordan goes out. Strange stoppages today, folks, I'll tell you what. The official will drop the ball, and it'll be played back from Hunter to McKenna in observance of fair play. And here's McKenna's punt. Short punt taken by Vano. Hedstrom over to McKinney. McKinney handles it on the first touch. Nice ball to Hunter. Hunter from the left side of the box. And an offside call. I was wondering why McKenna really didn't make much of an effort to go after it there, but I couldn't see the line judge from this side of the field. And thus, unlucky break for the Lady Railsplitters. 3:50 to play in regulation. Munguia sends it long ball. Checked back by Adams, taken down by Vano. Vano plays it up to Hunter. She's showing for Hunter now. Hunter trying to hold the defender off, turns. Squares up on the frame, plays it up to Vano. Vano looking to make a turn of her own. Plays it over to Cook. Cook chips one over the top of the crossbar. Just a bit much on it. You know, sooner or later, with all those opportunities that she's getting, she's going to get one to go. You know, she plays that outside mid, and she's had a lot of shot opportunities in the games we've seen her play here in Harrogate. There's a nice header from Hedstrom toward the LMU top of the box. Vano challenging, but it's Munguia that comes away with it. Munguia really carrying the field here. Plays it up. Checked back to Carson-Newman's Wilson. Now up into the box area, and Dussault plays it out. I think if she lets that one go, Stevens grabs it up. Throw in by the Eagles. Stringle battling out there. Crosses one in the box. And that should have gone out untouched. I don't think LMU got a piece of it. And in fact, it will be a goal kick for Lincoln Memorial. Clock approaching the 2-minute mark of regulation. Again, as I mentioned earlier, should we not be able to decide it in this next 2 minutes, it will go to a 10-minute overtime period. And I'm certain it won't be the first time either of these teams have been there this year, certainly not Lincoln Memorial. Hunter pushed off the ball a bit by Mungia. Beno helping her out a bit. Sent up the field by Pimentel. Pressure from Carson-Newman. Stringle sends one off the end line, and that's out of play for an LMU goal kick. 1:32 to play in regulation. Short kick. Edstrom gets it across. Now McKinney takes possession. Lady Rail Splitters with a run. McKinney steps back. Sends one far corner. Good ball. Hedstrom trying to get there. Hedstrom's got it. Goes around the defender. Defender made a dive for it and then takes it away.
1 minute.
And in the backfield, that is Edwards. Jenkins steps up on it. Sends it toward the far corner. That's going to roll out of play. Carson-Newman throw in as we have 45 seconds to go here in regulation. Long ball across midfield. Adams racing to get there. Stringle contesting. Ball checked out of play. And that's into the LMU dugout. Less than 30 seconds to go in regulation. Throw in. Sent across midfield. Cook trying to get to it, and she'll beat the defender there easily. Checked out off of Carson-Newman, and that'll be an LMU throw in with 13 seconds to go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, there you have it. At the end of regulation, LMU and Carson-Newman tied 2-2. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll go to your first overtime period. Hopefully it'll be your last. Back after this on the LMU Sports Network.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro. No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, you can manage your auto, home, and life policies any way you want. If you like the internet, get a quote and file claims online at FBITN.com. If you like to take care of your business over the phone, give us a call. If you like to email, send us a message, and we'll take care of you that way. But if you like an old-fashioned smile and handshake at the door, come down to the local office.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
The J. Frank White Academy is more than a high school. Your child will have room to grow in mind, body, and spirit. Small, safe learning environments, individualized learning plans, and cutting-edge technology. Every child deserves a quality education in a safe, nurturing environment.
Our college prep program teaches a love of learning, self-discipline, and service to others. The Academy is fully accredited by Advanced Ed. You have a choice at the J. Frank White Academy.
Today's broadcast of Lincoln Memorial University Soccer is brought to you by University Medical Clinic, with 2 locations to serve you in Harrogate and New Tazewell, Tennessee. University Medical Clinic. By Farm Bureau Insurance. By Old Town Grill. By Home Federal Bank of Harrogate, always within reach. Home Federal Bank. By Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro. Eat fresh at Subway. By Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. Sleep smart at Holiday Inn Express. By Oasis Pizza and Substation. By DeRoyal, a name you can trust, a product you can count on. DeRoyal. By K&K Metal Sales. By Sleep Inn of Middlesboro. Dream better here at Sleep Inn. By the J. Frank White Academy. And by Lincoln Memorial University. Your career path is here.
At the end of regulation here at the LMU Soccer Complex, the Lady Rail Splitters and the Eagles of Carson-Newman tied at 2-2 after 90 full minutes of play. Let's take a look at your statistics. Carson-Newman, 10 shots here in 90 minutes, 6 of which have been on goal. Gabrielle Giannicelli with 1. Michaela Gregg has 1, 3 shots by Sydney Edwards, 2 of which were on goal. Dana Stringle has 2, 1 of which on goal. 3 shots by Liz Munguia. She has 3 on goal, 2 goals today. And that is the extent of it for Carson-Newman. For Lincoln Memorial, it went down like this in the first 90 minutes. Kristen Cook, 5 shots, 1 on goal. Michelle Hunter, 3 shots, 2 shots on goal, 1 goal. Rachel Vano, 3 shots, 2 shots on goal. Maddie Nagy, 1, 1, and 1. She also had a goal. Nicole McKinney, 4 and 3. Teresa Doyle with 1 shot. Sam Adams, 1 shot. 1 from Michelle Allen, 4 by Josephine Hedstrom, 3 by Marissa Kiernan. 26 total shots by LMU, 10 on goal. And the keepers, well, Kayla Stevens, 3 saves, 2 goals against. Carson-Newman's Tiarna McKenna with 7 saves, 2 on goal. And we're underway here in overtime. 10 minutes to play in this overtime period. If they cannot decide it in that amount of time, we'll go to 1 more. Carson-Newman taking it right at the LMU end of the field early. Jenkins trying to go for the header. Looked like she almost headbutted Suzanne Neefel in the back. Allen sending up far line. Knocked out by Russell, actually saved. And that is Gregg on the run. I have no clue whose cell phone that is, but it's been ringing all afternoon. Throw in from the far side. This will be an LMU throw in. Header back toward, from Allen toward Jenkins, taken by Carson-Newman. Hunter pressuring. And she'll play it all the way back to McKenna outside the box. Allen brings it down in midfield. Plays it up to Hunter, well in front of her, and she's not going to have the legs to get there. McKenna content to clear it out of play. That'll be a throw in for Lincoln Memorial. And right here's where you got to push up and try to lock this thing in. You keep that pressure up, sooner or later, it's going to happen for you. Throw in to Hunter. Shielding, plays it back to McKinney. McKinney over to there's Cook over there, taken away by Munguia. Up to Stringler. Ball knocked out by Lincoln Memorial. That'll be a throw in for Carson-Newman. It has been a battle here today, folks. Throw in. Chested by Stringle. McKinney gets it. And her pass knocked out of Mount's far side. I think that was Bailey Wilson that was checking her defensively and wasn't giving her much breathing room. Wilson at midfield. Taken directly away by Rachel Vano. Vano not being shown a whole lot of support back there. Tried to go through the defenders, knocked away, but now McKinney will get it. Plays it far side. Allen has to wait on it. And now she's backed off by the defender, which is Michaela Gregg.
Let's go, White!
Here's Dussault looking for Hunter and played it right past her. Hunter does not look like she's got a whole lot of gas left. She is slowed down significantly. Bad punt by McKenna. And Vano will check it back to Dussault. Dussault lost possession. Played up by Edwards into the midfield, and now taking over, it's Bianca Hall. Hall switched to the far side of the field. And an unlucky break for Lincoln Memorial as they gave up a ball at the top of the box that's going to go out of play. That's going to be a corner kick for Carson-Newman. And one of those situations where you just kind of tense up here because you don't want to give the opposing team a situation like that. I mean, you're in overtime. The next goal scored, no matter who it is, this game's over. Carson-Newman's cross into the box. Out at the top. Fisher running to get there. Battling with the Carson-Newman defender. Gets it up to Vano. Now over to Hunter. Hunter collides with Russell, who had tried to stand her up. Jenkins gets it back with help from Fisher. Ball played up toward midfield. Allen trying to chest it down, knocked to the ground, and a foul called on Carson-Newman's Russell. That'll be LMU possession with 5:23 remaining in overtime. Linesman steps out to help things a bit as the clock continues to run. I think the officials would like to see, a winner determined either. I cannot handle ending in a tie. If I were a player, I would not want to end like that. I really think college athletics has to change that rule. Adams sent him one toward the box. Allen trying to get ahead on it, couldn't do it. And the ball goes out of bounds back to Carson-Newman. Substitution for Lincoln Memorial. As Haley O'Dana will get Josephine Hedstrom back in there. Michelle Allen comes out. McKenna ready to kick it away. LMU ready to challenge near midfield. Hedstrom going up, knocks it back toward the LMU end. The no pressuring, kicked out by Carson-Newman. And I think that was Pimentel that hit it last. So a throw in for Lincoln Memorial. Now the Lady Rail Splitters pushing up on it. Dussault finds Hedstrom near side of the box. Played back to Dussault. Check back to Hedstrom. Turns, stood up by the defender. The defender getting tied up with her. And that ball's going to be Lincoln Memorial on the throw in. Dussault for Hedstrom. Missed it. Got it back, crossed it, knocked out off the end line by Bailey Wilson. So LMU will get the corner kick, and that'll be Nicole McKinney that trots over there to send it for Lincoln Memorial. 3:33 to play in overtime. Lady Rail Splitters pushing up into the box area to try to get ahead on this one, or a foot. McKinney ready to send it. Ball on its way.
Let's go, Splitters!
Nice ball headed toward the box by Hunter, and that's over the crossbar. As Carson-Newman will get a substitution into the match now. And LMU will drop back and try to keep things on the Carson-Newman end of the field. Lauren Morlock goes out of the lineup, and returning for the Eagles, it is Gabriele Geneselli. Short kick. Fisher contesting, headed by Jenkins. Played to the near sideline. Hall getting there for Carson-Newman. And now here's a run by Carson-Newman's Neefel. Shot towards the post. And the Lady Rail Splitters go down on a great shot from about 25 yards out off the right side of the box. Carson-Newman shocks LMU in overtime here at the LMU soccer complex on a beautiful shot to the far corner. I don't know if Stevens thought it was going to go wide left, but she may have. It was hard to tell from here. I couldn't tell if she saw that the ball had beat her or if she thought it was going to go wide left, but it was nailed into the back left corner.
Will return to the LMU soccer complex.
So Carson-Newman wins it in overtime, 3-2. In overtime with 2:31 to play. Just a spectacular goal on that shot from way out. It was about 25, 30 yards out and hits the back corner. And Carson-Newman defeats LMU here at the LMU soccer complex. When you look back to 2007 on the meetings between these two teams, Carson-Newman has now won 4 of the last 8 meetings. So there were 2 of those. One of those ended in a tie. LMU won 2 of them. So actually they have won 4 of the last 7 and tied in one of those. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at your final statistics and talk with Helly O'Dana about today's loss. This is the LMU Sports Network.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro. No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
Since 1973, DeRoyal has been a leader and an innovator in manufacturing products for the healthcare industry. DeRoyal supplies more than 20,000 products and product lines such as acute care, orthopedics, wound care, and trauma. DeRoyal is proud to be the largest supplier of orthopedic soft goods to clinics and hospitals in the nation. Since its start in Tazewell, Tennessee, DeRoyal has grown to open factories in over 29 locations worldwide and employs over 2,000 people. DeRoyal, a name you can trust and an employer you can count on.
Juggling my family schedule is a full-time job. Between school, dance practice, work, there's little time left to worry about much else. That's why I use real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. With real-time banking, I know that when I make a deposit, the money goes straight to my account. No delays, no waiting, no wondering. And I get to focus on what's important.
Real-time deposits, real-time access, real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. Always within reach.
Just a shocking ending to this match here today. It looked like LMU had dominated the match. One of those where the Lady Rail Splitters outshot Carson-Newman more than 2-1 in terms of actual shots, 28-11 the count. LMU hitting 10 of those on goal, Carson-Newman 7. And in the end, going to overtime with less than 3 minutes, in fact, 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the first overtime period. Gabrielle Geneselli scores unassisted from, probably 25, 30 yards out off the near corner of the box, puts it in the back corner of the net, and the Eagles escape with a 3-2 win over Carson-Newman to hand the Lady Rail Splitters their second sack loss of the year, their first at home this season. Just an unlucky break. Let's go through your final statistics. First of all, for Carson-Newman, 11 shots on the afternoon, 7 of which were on goal. Gabrielle Geneselli, 2 shots, 1 on goal, 1 assist. Great afternoon for her. Michaela Gregg finished with 1 shot. Sydney Edwards had 3, 2 shots on goal. Dana Stringle, 2 shots, 1 on goal. 3 shots for Liz Munguia, with 3 of them being on goal, 2 goals. And that was the extent of the shooting for Carson-Newman. For Lincoln Memorial today, it went like this. Kristen Cook, 5 shots, 1 on goal. Michelle Hunter, 4 shots, 2 on goal, 1 goal. Rachel Vano, 3 shots, 2 on goal. 1 shot from Maddie Nagy, 1 on goal, 1 goal. 5 shots, Nicole McKinney, 3 on goal. Teresa Doyle, Sam Adams, each with 1 shot. Michelle Allen, 1 shot. Josephine Hedstrom, 4. 3 shots by Marissa Kiernan, 1 on goal, 1 assist. In the net today, Tierna McKenna, 97.26 minutes, 97 minutes, 26 seconds, 2 goals against, 7 saves. Good afternoon for McKenna. Kayla Stevens, 97 minutes, 26 seconds in the net, 3 goals against, 3 saves. As LMU falls here 3-2 in South Atlantic Conference play to the Carson-Newman Eagles. That drops Lincoln Memorial to 6-3-1 on the year, 4-2 in league play. Carson-Newman goes to 3-4-2, 2-2-1 in this latest SAC standings as of today's date. And, of course, as far as that goes, LMU will be in action again this Saturday when they play host to the Royals of Queens University. That'll be a 1 o'clock start. It's all part of homecoming festivities here on the LMU campus. And we'll have pregame coverage beginning at 12:50 here on the LMU Sports Network. Coach Dannon not going to be able to make it over, I don't believe, for postgame, as he's out there warming up with the men right now. So your technical direction this afternoon for this opening broadcast by Adam Haley, your camera operation by Adam Crawford and Megan Fain. Your executive producer has been Tony Spinoza. For everybody behind the scenes of Lincoln Memorial University Lady Rail Splitters Soccer, I'm Rusty Peace. Until Saturday, you've been watching the LMU Sports Network.